Get yourself ready to be scared and disturbed by the things you are about to see. Here are 10 scary videos that you need to see for yourself. Did you catch that? This boy band were performing a dance routine at the street crossing. But what was even more interesting was the thing happening behind them. We see a ghostly apparition hovering past. The ghostly mist looks like the upper body of a person running past. Give me your opinion on this. What is wrong with her face? It seems like it was smudged with a tool in Photoshop. Her mouth in particular is weird. It looks like it was slit and stretched to the side. The eyes being no better, looking as if she is staring out into the sky. They are in shock at this. The bird got stuck mid-flight? A glitch in reality or something else? Can you give a full scientific explanation of what we are seeing here? Take a close look at the following footage and help me make sense out of it. The video was captured near sunset and shows a dark figure flying near the tree line. The figure looks humanoid at some points and then looks like a kite or balloon at other times. What do you think it could be based on the limited information that we have of this anomaly? This can be anyone's worst nightmare. She was recording herself going down a water slide when panic started to set in. She keeps going further down, and yet she can't see the exit. Look at her face, and you see what true terror looks like. UFO spotted speeding past at Andrews Air Base in the United States.
You will soon see that. And the president and the vice president who have been in touch with these family members, the president obviously.
He thinks that he might have caught a ghost on camera at his job. The man in the photo stated that his wife requests a daily photo as proof of his location. He sent her this capture to show that he was indeed at work and alone. Then, in shock and terror, they noticed what was sitting in the passenger seat. He insists that he was alone at the time. Then who was that? Do you believe that duendes exist? The video captured a short figure that looks like a person walking across the street at night. The height and stature show that it clearly wasn't a normal person. Security camera footage was pulled from a neighbor's Ring doorbell camera. The video shows another neighbor acting very erratic and strange outside on their property. The police were called to investigate and showed the video to the woman and questioned her about her bizarre behavior. This was her voice, explaining what happened.
This is what the police sent me. This is what they found. This is 2 weeks ago at about 10 p.m. They say that that's me. I know for a fact that I worked the next morning and I had to wake up at 6 a.m. I know I was in bed. I know I was in bed. The mannerisms, the behaviors, they're just off. I don't know. Like I said, I can't explain this. So, I'm just gonna leave this here for you. There's another minute or two of it.
She claims to have no memory of any of this. Do you own a Tesla car? Do videos like this creep you out? The owner of this Tesla car shows proof that the car was detecting a ghost following her home after visiting a cemetery. She shows that this nobody outside of the vehicle, but the car keeps detecting that someone is following the car. Very disturbing and creepy indeed. Don't be scared. Here are scary videos that will change your life. This man was holding what looked like a torch. But when his torch seems to not work, guess what he does next?
Looks like a torch. But now when his torch doesn't work, what does he resort to?
Geni sekotane untuk geni kok. Nak kuwi wangun to. Kok iso swanger? Swanger kan Mas Waris ki nyatan. Ya Allah jen ngobong tenan ku pitike. Woi sangar Mas Waris. Iso sulatan ngono ya bulane.
This is unbelievable and needs to be explained. If that is his daughter fast asleep in the bed, then who is the girl in the room right next to him? Something really spooked them and sent them running away in terror. What could it have been that they saw that shook them so much? A strange capture at a museum. They caught on CCTV the ghost of a woman wearing old-era clothing standing in front of the display unit. I am not sure what object is being held inside, but perhaps it was something of special meaning to her in a past life. The ghostly apparition just stands there looking at it, before eventually disappearing away a short time after.
қайта сізге көрініп жаңа көрінгенде сіздің есіңіз шығады деді. Оны көрдіңіз бе? Елес жүр ғой, елес, призрак. Бәсе өткенде мен түнгі сағат 1-лерде көргем. Қараңыз, біреу жүр ананың ішінде, призрак. Көрдіңіз бе Асқат аға? Призрак. Иә, көрдіңіз ба? Призрак жүр.
Храм жабық тұр.
Храм жабық тұр, иә.
Мен жауып кеттім ғой.
Сіз шынап ход жасап жауып келдіңіз. Қайта сізге көрініп, жаңа көрінгенде сіздің есіңіз шығады деді. Оны көрдіңіз бе? Елес жүр ғой, елес, призрак. Бәсе өткенде мен түнгі сағат 1-лерде көргем.
This was a very strange case captured in Dubai. The phone would keep calling all night when this should not be possible. The entire thing was captured on video as proof for the world to witness. We see that he shows that the receiver isn't even attached, but the phone continues to ring. Have you ever heard of changelings before? In some cultures, they believe that strange creature would kidnap children and swap them out with identical copies. Most times the families would have no idea that this had even happened. Could that be a possible explanation for what is going on here? The Conjuring house owner says spirits told her employee was stealing, a claim that he quickly denies, but the two can't agree on the accusations. There is no doubt that the house is haunted, but do you really think this was a case of paranormal intervention into human affairs?
I would hear voices, of course, footsteps, of course.
Brian Dansereau began working in the house in 2021.
One of the stories I have, which makes me smile to this day, is carrying heavy boxes in and getting ready to balance it to open the door, and literally the door opening for me as I approached it, allowing me to walk in with the boxes. And I did say thank you. What the is that?
These are text messages she sent to Dansereau.
John Arnold told me, you've been stealing money out of the cash box for the past 2 months. And I literally stopped and I actually corrected him, like, John Arnold, one of the original owners who died in 1839. And she said, yes, and I want you to pay it back.
Man confronts a jinn in some kind of underground cave area. The being is about the size of a child with completely black skin, but with a very terrifying feature. Its eyes are glowing red. The man shows no fear. This is chilling footage of surveillance camera inside of Zach Bagans' haunted museum in Las Vegas, where unexplained noises could be heard echoing through the empty building at night. This is very disturbing when you listen to it. He thinks that he is experiencing an active haunting in his home. This is the first-hand footage that was captured. This is just crazy what happens here. A man with extreme courage demands that a demon show itself to him. As you would expect, this doesn't go good in the slightest, as you will quickly see for yourself. She was attempting to cleanse her home of any spiritual energies or anything else that might be negative. Sage in hand, she starts the process when this happens. Things start to get tossed around, thrown around the room, and knocked over. She obviously became shook. At this point, she realized that she can't handle this alone. A possessed woman entered a church and began breaking statues. The images show that the person could have been attacked by the demon. The woman was allegedly possessed by a demon and destroyed several sacred images of the church. The videos reveal the violent reaction of the woman, who tries to knock down and break the statue of Jesus, which has generated rejection in the local population. According to the testimony of the priest, the devil uses people to carry out these actions, since they are not typical of normal behavior, but are carried out by individuals under the influence of a dark force, since these beings possess people to commit acts of this nature. In the video, the woman can be seen speaking in an incomprehensible language, which leads several priests to begin a prayer with the aim of performing an exorcism and freeing her from demonic possession. On the other hand, the police authorities have stated that they are aware of this paranormal event and have suggested the possibility that the woman suffers from mental disorders.
Tranquilo, tranquilo, respira profundo, que es un demonio que tiene esa vía conmigo. ¡No, suéltame! ¡Pero suéltame! ¡Te me
What is wrong with her? The woman looks like a horror movie scene that just fell out of the big screen. A driver on a lonely road came across this terrifying sight. They spotted a figure walking in the middle of the street at night. The closer they get, the further it gets away, making it hard to ever catch up or maintain pace. During the game show, nobody seemed to notice the show on the floor behind the stairs. It moved by itself when the contestants were off the platform.
Holy!
Explain something like this happening. The family thinks they caught a ghostly apparition sitting on one of their patio chairs. Look at the video, and you will see the misty outline. It almost looks like a person sitting there.
storytelling which you cannot see. When you think a heart and you immediately see, it's a beautiful moment and a beautiful thing. And well,
What the fuck?
well, it's a beautiful moment and a beautiful thing.
A couple were sitting in the living for a cozy night together when an unexpected poltergeist decided to step in, and this happened. Things around the room started moving. Drawers opened and more. What kind of creature is that? The video says it's a genuine capture. Is this a glitch in reality or something else? The bird is walking in mid-air with nothing under it. Front door camera captured a bizarre figure outside at night. The outline looks like a young girl. The chilling part is that the figure suddenly vanishes. This is truly unsettling when looking back at the footage. Don't trust your eyes. The things you are about to see will disturb and make you question reality. Let's begin. He claims not to have any memory of the events captured in this recording. We see the man sitting at the desk. As the recording starts, he almost instantly starts convulsing and moving around erratically, twist and contorting in ways that must have been painful and highly uncomfortable. Comments were quick to suggest that this happening might be due to some kind of possession. We must admit that the capture is definitely odd and really unsettling to witness. What do you make of something bizarre like this being caught on camera? Apparition caught on home security camera. They caught a human-shaped shadow running through the family's living room just after midnight. Pay specific attention to the right side of the screen and you will quickly notice it. There is a blur and quick movement that the camera struggles to focus on. Despite all of this, it is hard to debunk this in any other way. The following comes for a submitted personal encounter posed to Reddit. The OP stated, "I'm not familiar with ghosts and paranormal things, so I don't know the logic behind anything, but I came across this old photo I have from a haunted mansion in Utah. This place was a hot spot to break into during high school, and my friends did it and wanted a photo while I stayed back in the car. The only photo I have is a picture of my laptop screen, but you can definitely still see the figure in the back clearly. The image is very creepy to behold. Do you think this is a genuine paranormal capture?" It found her. She lives alone but is stalked around her property by some kind of demonic-looking entity. Are these captures true fuel for your nightmares tonight or not? Let me know down in the comments below. I am very interested to hear opinions on this one. Stated as the beginning symptoms of a demonic possession, that is what the clip was posted as. The look on their face is almost painful and would be almost comically fun if in another context. The scary part comes near the end when we see them attempt to eat the dog, charging at it and biting like a rabid animal. The part of this that doesn't make sense is who captured and posted the video online. We need further information on this. Was the person really possessed, or did they do all of this simply to earn some internet fame? Paranormal footage. Soda can moves all by itself. This happened in Thailand. Posted by a Thay Facebook user. She claimed that her soda moved on the adjacent counter. She said that the soda can was only a little bit colder than room temperature. Could that have contributed to this happening? If not, do you have any idea what causes it move like that? Real Demon Girl Caught on Video. That is the title of this widely viral clip. It shows a very disturbingly horrifying young girl hiding behind a tombstone and snapping her jaws. Would you have been brave enough to approach her like this? We really hope that those aren't feet in the window. The people viewing this scene on the ground are in shock and disbelief. What would you do if you came outside of your home at night and saw this? Some in the comments suggested it would be the perfect reason to start looking for a new place to live. The OP stated that they thought this was a spider at first. The post on Reddit went as follows: thought it was a spider web. Then it floated away. Any ideas what this is? Please give me your opinions on this one. She discovered something that terrified her to the bone. No pun intended.
I found, it was live streaming, and then I found this, that's like the, I found this bone, and it looks like a hip bone of a human, and it looks like it's been cut off. You can leave, and That looks like the bit that you put a leg into. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
She says that it was a human hip bone and became overwhelmed with emotions as he documented it on camera. She says that the bone looks like it was cut in half. That would suggest it was part of a crime scene. Do you see that in the distance? What was it? They were wondering why the pool stick was broken for no reason. After looking back at the captured footage, they spotted this bizarre series of events. It was rolled on the floor and then snapped in half with people all around, and nobody noticed it.
Watch, John. Are you watching this thing? It's not moving. No. Oh, no. Watch. Watch, John. Watch.
That hurts so bad.
Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break. It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving! It's still moving!
If it was in the air, goes from the top and freak out. And then it just moves. It's so good. Just camera out.
My hand's shaking. I can't.
It's not like it's like this or like this. It's not like
poor Brooke. Get in the path of the demon.
She's like, maybe I should put my feet on the table.
I feel like I need to be away from this screen.
Oh my gosh. How was this even possible? Without this evidence, we never would have thought this is what actually happened. She crawls into the box and vanishes. We see the video, but it puzzles your brain to make sense over this. What is happening here shouldn't be possible. Scary videos that you need to see for yourself. Can you watch all the way to the end? Are you brave enough to make it? This was happening while he was playing games in VR, and he didn't even realize it. The door slides open in a very creepy way. Realizing it, he panics and calls out for his mother. She doesn't respond. That is when more strange events start happening.
Mom! Stop! Where are you, Mom? Mom! 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 Mom, where? Mom! Mom! Stop! Mom! Mom! Stop! Mom! Where are you? Mom! 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 Mom!
The lights in the hall are blinking on and off. They claim to always experience paranormal events, but never managed to capture it on video. That was until this time. They managed to capture the exact moment something strange and unexpected took place behind them.
This is my daughter and her friend. Please watch closely between them. No one else was up in my home. Look between them right now.
Did you notice it in time? There is a humanoid dark shadow that seems to stand up behind them and go walking off. That was super creepy indeed. Similar to the last capture, this family is recording video that would capture something very chilling, but they didn't notice any of it at the time. The quality isn't the best and the camera moves around a lot, but try to look out for it. Did you manage to see it? There is a very disturbing looking girl in the background. She has pale white skin and long black hair. Looking directly into the camera, we are sure she wasn't supposed to be there. That could be an angel or even a person that is glowing like a flame. The capture is uncanny. What do you speculate that could have been? It clearly was something there. It has the shape and physical outline of a human, but that wasn't something ordinary or normal. Give me your thoughts on this one. Sharing his experiences on TikTok, his house is haunted. These are just some of the things they capture in the house. They would see ghostly figures moving around the premises outside of the windows late at time. At times, figures would be pressed up against the glass looking at them. Things would move and strange noises would be heard frequently. Thanks to the many documented captures that they regularly post the TikTok account, we can follow along with all the terrifying and unsettling events they witness and are forced to live alongside inside of their home. In what begins as an ordinary video, the recording unexpectedly captures a moment that seems to defy logic and understanding. The scene starts out typical, a peaceful outdoor setting, but then something subtle yet distinctly unusual occurs. It's the kind of event that, at first glance, might go unnoticed. A small anomaly in the background or a barely perceptible shift in the environment. But as the video plays on, the strangeness of the moment begins to settle in, creating an unsettling feeling that something is not quite right. A seemingly routine video takes an unexpected turn when the camera inadvertently captures a phenomenon that doesn't align with the natural order of things. The footage begins innocuously enough, perhaps documenting a typical day or a familiar setting. But then, without warning, there is a brief moment where something occurs that defies understanding. It might be a small, almost imperceptible detail, a flicker, a movement, just something out of the ordinary is taking place. The event is fleeting, over in an instant, yet it leaves a profound impact. It's a brief, almost fleeting occurrence that doesn't quite fit with the rest of the scene.
Jezu, jak to Oda tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę. No, totalnie. Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, tam. Idź tam, uważaj.
Kamila!
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi. Nie? Drut ma jakiś.
Something changes in a way that doesn't make sense. The event is over almost as quickly as it began, but it leaves behind a sense of discomfort, as if reality itself has been momentarily bent. The viewer is left with more questions than answers.
Tu jesteś, chodź, misiu. Nie, bardzo świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu też cię widzę. To nie czołgaj się. Kamilka. Kamilka, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła.
But then something happens that breaks the normal flow of events. It's a small, almost imperceptible moment, a slight movement, a subtle change. In one video, an ordinary scene is interrupted by an inexplicable event that defies conventional understanding. Something unexpected occurs, altering the atmosphere entirely. A routine recording takes a strange turn when something out of the ordinary happens, something that doesn't align with what is typically expected. The event is subtle, almost easy to miss, yet it leaves a profound impact on those who watch it. During what begins as a normal video, there is a sudden shift, as if reality itself bends in an unusual way. The moment passes quickly, but it leaves behind questions that can't be easily answered, sparking curiosity and doubt. An otherwise mundane video captures an occurrence that seems out of place. The event is not overtly dramatic, yet it disrupts the normal flow, introducing an element of the bizarre that is difficult. Ghost hand caught on newscast. Visual trick or something more inexplicable? The mystery remains among users. Ghost hand caught on newscast. The video of the incident, posted by the host on her TikTok account, shows the hand mysteriously appearing next to the desk. The appearance sparked speculation among users, who suggested that someone could have been hiding in the studio. The host denies theories and shows evidence.
Este es el huequito donde se ve eso y Luis ahorita intentó como esconderse, pero es imposible que una persona así de grande, o sea, del staff pueda estar ahí porque se le vería su cabeza. Se vería su cabeza en el escritorio. Imposible. O sea, es casi imposible. Entonces estamos por pensar.
To clarify the situation, the host uploaded another video in which she showed that the space behind the desk was too small to hide without being captured by the cameras.
Estamos por pensar a dónde, que puede existir. ¡Qué un montón! Podríamos pensar que existe un alma en pena que está en este estudio. ¿Algo? No sé. ¿Qué? Mira. No sé qué pensamos. ¿Ustedes qué creen que pudo haber sido? ¿Qué?
Ghostly figure captured in renowned museum and goes viral. A recent viral video on TikTok about a ghost has put Chapultepec Castle, Mexico City's most iconic museum, in the spotlight. Jesse Zarfer's video has rekindled interest in these mysteries. In the footage, an old carriage is seen, and when zoomed in, a woman's face appears in the glass. Orb of light transforms into two ghost children in forested area of Mexico. Since its publication, the video of the orb of light has reached 2.3 million views in less than 24 hours. The video, posted by the @EarthquakeChill1 account, does not specify the exact location of the event, only that it occurred in Mexico on August 22 at 4:26 in the morning. User reactions vary, from those who believe it is a paranormal phenomenon to those who question the authenticity of the video, suggesting that it could be a montage or that the anomalies could have more common technical explanations, such as lighting effects, dust, or even insects near the camera.
Mira esto como de luz pasando, pero no se graba muy bien y luego después sale como un señor, mira, se para ahí y como que se convierte en un señor, mira. Y se queda ahí todavía está corriendo el reloj de la cámara, se está grabando, mira, se mira como dos cabezas, pues dos personas se mira ahí atravesadas a la misma vez, que tienen como una lámpara, a lo mejor es una pareja, pero no sé, ahí se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien, pero ahí se mira que se está yendo por aquí.
The footage, shared by user at Jesse Zarfer, appears to show a ghostly figure in one of the castle's historic corners. Chapultepec Castle, built in 1785 during the Viceroyalty, is known for being the only royal castle in America.
За что он приходил кто-то или туда? Ну что сейчас, а?
Что ты говоришь?
Блин, а я записи-то не убрал. За что он приходил кто-то или туда? За что он приходил кто-то или туда?
In a regular video, something strange happens out of nowhere, changing the mood and leaving viewers feeling uneasy. A routine recording takes an odd turn when something unexpected and subtle occurs, leaving a lasting impression. A typical scene is briefly interrupted by something unusual, sparking questions and curiosity that linger. In the middle of a normal video, an event feels out of place. It's not dramatic, but it's strange enough to stick in the viewer's mind. During an ordinary video, something odd happens that doesn't fit. It's a brief moment, but it leaves viewers feeling unsettled.
Porque así como te ayudamos si tú no nos dices qué necesitas. ¿Qué necesitas?
La solución que me quede, llama a la patrulla.
O te llamamos una patrulla.
Llama a la patrulla y la van a recoger, porque esa es la solución. Porque para acá no te puedes meter.
Te llamamos a la policía. ¿Sí?
¿Quieres quitar un alambre de eso?
Esos alambres tienen corriente.
Y es bueno.
Te llamamos a la policía para que venga a recogerte. ¿Ah?
It was reported that it was during the early morning, around 2 a.m., that a ghost-like specter approached 2 security guards to ask for help, although he did not specify why. It was then that one of them decided to record, but at that moment the woman remained still. The clip was captured in the Jardines de Montesacro Cemetery in Itag, Colombia. In the video, you can see how the supposed ghost is around the place, and at the same time, how the guards ask her what she needs in order to help her. posted to Reddit. This strange capture has been haunting the internet recently. The OP stated in their post, December 2020, my wife and I were helping a friend unload stuff from his truck into the house. Because of the multiple trips, my friend had propped the front door open. As such, the door is facing the doorway into the master bedroom and is looking across the main room of the house. The kitchen area and only bathroom are behind the arch shape you see near the left of the screen. The last load was loaded from his truck into my truck, and the trucks were sitting tailgate to tailgate in the driveway, which is next to the house. Approximately 10-15 ft between us and the front door. As we wound down, we were catching up and joking around when my friend's phone went off. He checked and it was a notification from his Ring cam, which was mounted on the middle of the window of the front door, which said that there was motion detected, and it sent him this vid. We were the only people there, and we were just outside the door, and none of us saw anything with the naked eye. What do you make of this? Shared on Facebook, there is a dark shadow in the shape of a person that is haunting this couple. The camera captured the formation walking around the room and observing them at night. They both seem to be unaware that it's actually there. Pay special attention. Did you see it? Filming in an abandoned location, they were walking through the place when something unexpected popped out for a brief second. It looked like a creepy hand and forearm that quickly jumped into view. Look at this! A hidden force began to open and close the cupboard drawers. Suddenly, it seemed like an invisible force was at work. The cupboard drawers started to open and close on their own, as if someone unseen was moving them. There was no one there, but the drawers kept sliding in and out by themselves. It was both strange and a little bit spooky. The camera recorded something unusual on the street. A semi-transparent figure that looked ghostly and hard to see clearly. Nearby, a dog began barking loudly at this figure, behaving as if it could actually see the mysterious shape. Even though the figure seemed almost invisible to human eyes, the dog reacted to it strongly, as if it was real. We can be sure it was the apparition of a human based on its shape and appearance. A baby was born with a surprising and unusual feature. His right eye was glowing a bright fluorescent green. This unexpected glow caught everyone's attention. Family and doctors began to ask questions and feel a mix of curiosity and concern. They wondered if this glowing eye was the result of a genetic mutation, or if it might be a sign of something more serious or dangerous. People were intrigued by the mystery of the glowing eye, but they were also worried about what it could mean for the baby's health and future. While the man was sleeping, an invisible force suddenly lifted him out of his bed and then dropped him back down onto the mattress. Shocked and terrified, he woke up immediately. He felt confused and scared, unsure of what just happened. Desperately, he searched the room with his eyes, trying to find any clue or explanation, but he couldn't see anything unusual. Overwhelmed by fear and confusion, he didn't know what else to do, so he quickly ran out of the room, hoping to find safety. Did this woman experience a glitch in reality? She was walking through the parking lot, carrying her shopping bags, when she suddenly froze in place. She stood there, stuck in an awkward position with her bags in her hands, not moving at all. It looked like time had stopped just for her. People nearby noticed her strange behavior and were puzzled, wondering why she was standing so still and what could have caused her to freeze like that. It was a strange and unusual moment that left everyone around her feeling confused and curious. He was busy working when suddenly, out of nowhere, there seemed to be something there that he couldn't see, but he could definitely feel it. It started moving the furniture around him, as if it had a mind of its own. Imagine chairs sliding across the floor and tables being pushed around by an invisible force. It was like a scene from a spooky movie, but this was happening right in front of him. Terrified and not knowing what else to do, he ran away as fast as he could. The fear and confusion were overwhelming. It felt like something out of his worst nightmares. He didn't stop to look back until he was far away, hoping that whatever it was wouldn't follow him. In the middle of a raging forest fire, when everything was burning and the air was thick with smoke, something strange caught people's attention. Amidst the flames and billowing smoke, there appeared to be a shape. It looked eerily like a person, standing amidst the chaos as if untouched by the fire. But it wasn't a firefighter or anyone else visible. It was a human-shaped figure, seemingly made of smoke and fire itself. Some commented about paranormal activity, wondering if it was a ghost or some other supernatural presence manifesting itself amidst the inferno. Others tried to dismiss it as a trick of the light or their imagination, but the image was so vivid and unsettling. It was a chilling reminder of the unknown forces that sometimes seem to lurk just beyond the edge of our understanding. The truck was supposed to be empty with no one inside. However, as people looked closer, they noticed something eerie. There, in the dim light, was the faint outline of a face, a ghostly apparition peering out from within the truck. It sent shivers down their spines and made their hearts race. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. How could there be a face in a supposedly empty truck? When they said goodbye to their mom by scattering her ashes in the calm lake, something amazing happened.
She said something, love. L-O-V-E. Oh, my God.
Instead of just sinking, the ashes formed a special message right there on the water's surface. The word love. It was like their mom was speaking to them from beyond, sending them a comforting message. This unexpected sight made them wonder if it was a sign from an afterlife. Could it be their mom's way of letting them know she's still with them, watching over them with love? It felt like more than just a coincidence. It felt like a magical moment, filling them with warmth and reassurance. Even though she was no longer physically there, her love was still very much alive in their hearts.
She said something, love. L-O-V-E. Oh, my God.
In a video, there was something really strange that happened. It showed a mist, like a cloud, floating over a man who was sleeping. Then, incredibly, it seemed to go right into his body, disappearing as if it was absorbed by him. It was a bit spooky and left everyone who saw it feeling puzzled and maybe a little scared. What was that mist? Where did it come from? And why did it seem to go inside the man? It was a mystery that made people wonder if there might be something beyond what we can see with our eyes.
Prepare to see scary things you won't be able to get out of your head tonight. How do we explain something like this? There is nobody there sitting on the bench, but look at the shadow on the wall behind it. It looks like the shadow of an old woman wearing a headscarf. Maybe this could have perhaps been a trick or some kind of optical illusion. How do we debunk this? What would you do if you found this creepy arrangement in the woods? It's a spiral that is surrounded by mirrors. Each mirror is able to see the reflection of each of the other mirrors as well. That is, expect for the black mirror that is different. This is beyond creepy and makes no sense that it should exist. What if it is an art installation, or maybe an undercover prank? Give me your opinion on this. A glitch in reality, or what else this could be. The tree is behaving as if it is not affected by gravity at all, hovering and floating effortlessly off the ground. It is cool to look at, but very chilling that we can't explain it. Look closely at this next capture. This rider had a creepy encounter while going home. It happened at 3 a.m. The helmet camera spotted a kid standing in the middle of the street, directly in the path of the bike. The rider blinks his lights to warn the kid to stay put, but he doesn't listen and bolts forward at the last second. Panic set in since the rider was convinced he had hit the kid, but nothing. There was no collision and nobody there. Thanks to this video, we have proof that the encounter actually happened. Watch what happens when this woman puts her hand on a haunted mirror. You won't believe what happens next. Watch for yourself and see.
What is that? Get
back.
back. Yeah, get back. Did everyone hear that? Wow, creepy or what?
Could these be the restless spirits of former residents, still lingering in the afterlife?
Abali. Abali.
Keep your eyes peeled as the camera captures ghostly apparitions doomed to roam for eternity. Prepare to be horrified as the camera captures sinister entities, their presence sending shivers down your spine. We're left pondering and wondering. Maybe there's a simple reason behind it. But then again, maybe there's more to it than meets the eye. Everyone throwing out their own ideas and theories. We're left wondering and asking questions. Maybe there's a logical explanation, like a trick of the light or a strange coincidence. But then again, maybe there's something more mysterious going on.
Coba guys tuh. Aneh kan guys.
Explore the mysterious world of spirit photography, where ordinary snapshots reveal extraordinary paranormal phenomena. Witness photographs taken in supposedly empty rooms that inexplicably show ghostly figures or orbs of light. Could these images provide evidence of life beyond the grave?
What kind of scary creature is that? They caught it at night, looking at them, and posted the footage online. After footage was posted online, many were divided about the creature. It has matted fur and glowing red eyes. Something that is completely terrifying and seems to be right out of your worst nightmare. The disturbing creature doesn't seem to show any aggression. Would you have been this calm around it?
These are the scariest moments that actually exist. This is a truly scary video. Something must clearly be wrong with her. She is walking down the street while recording a video when her facial features start to distort and she takes on an almost demonic appearance. The video captured is very creepy and may disturb some younger viewers. Her start rolling to the back of her head, and she even has a very unsettling, creepy smile. The worst part comes when she starts speaking in a strange language in a distorted voice. Maybe she was momentarily possessed or something else.
Мы жаждем мести! Не оставит этот город! Ну что, маньяки, вы готовы поиграть со мной?
Is something lurking in his ceiling? The video was sent in by a viewer who says that he always hears strange noises around his house. He would feel cold spots at times around the house. He always feels as if he is not alone when in any room of the house, and worst of all, he feels as if something often whispers to him in his sleep. Creepy as all of that is, he captured this footage and couldn't explain how this is possible. Showing it to his landlady, she thinks it was a trick of the light caused by imprints left there when the roofing was renovated a couple years before. What do you think of her explanation? Some cultures around the world have strange customs and rituals. I am not sure what this is, but it is very disturbing. Proceed to watch this with the lights on for your own safety. They caught this ghostly woman on camera at this cemetery. As the car drives past, we see it. She is there 1 minute and gone the next. Long black hair and a blood-smeared white dress. She seems distressed, walking with her head down. This raises so many questions. What are those creatures and why are they there? One is up in a tree as the men try to lasso it down. There are others roaming free in the background. We need answers for this strange capture. Look closely at his shadow. As she starts walking away, the shadow is bizarre. It warps and transforms into a shape that doesn't match him at all. Some commented that it looked like a demonic beast. Others said that it might have been some kind of shapeshifter. What do you make of this unusual happening caught on video? Proof that during sleep, some are at their most vulnerable point. Look at what is happening to her. She twists and turns while an unseen entity preys on her. She struggles to get free. This woman falls under the same threat. Look at her sleeping on the couch when the unhappy entity decides that this is the right time to strike. She is tossed off and onto the ground. Look at the room as we see objects get flung around. They needed to be told that doing this wasn't such a great idea. They may have opened a doorway to something that they will wish that they hadn't. See what happens next.
Here. Oh my god. Goodbye. Oh my god, I don't want to do this.
I'm freaked out now.
Oh no. Hold on.
Was that upstairs? Oh my god.
Oh my god, no!
After going to check, they get spooked by the noises coming from upstairs and quickly leave. Do you think at this point it might already be too late?
Was that upstairs? Oh my god.
Oh my god, no!
Look at this statue of Jesus. It is a relic that some say holds power and is alive. Pay attention, and you will see the statue closing its eyes, and then later on, tears will be seen flowing out of the eyes. You must admit that the facial features of the statue are very uncanny and super lifelike. It almost feels like you are seeing a living person, don't you agree? This is just creepy. The capture shows a woman who stole a family's Ring doorbell camera by ripping it off the wall and twirling about with it. All the while, the clear, ultra-high-definition footage was being recorded and sent to the homeowners. They were beyond disturbed by what they saw. Take a look at the footage and be the judge for yourself. Look at this girl's reaction when she sees that person disappearing right in front of her eyes. They were there 1 minute, and then suddenly dematerialized away. He heard a noise outside and went out to check. He found nothing, and went back inside. After looking at the recording, he saw this. Someone suddenly manifested behind him. When he noticed this detail, he was beyond baffled and confused. Take a look at this next capture. Imagine seeing this at the end of a hallway. When he moved closer, however, the truth was finally revealed. They say that this is a power that the elders in the tribe possess. The pot and stirring stick become animate and can be remotely controlled by the shaman. See, the stick lifts up and spins around without anyone physically touching it. A terrifying parking lot in El Salvador. This is a first-hand capture of what happens. They were exploring the compound when they stumbled on something that shook them to the core. Right as they were about to leave, they spotted a human-shaped shadow. It was just standing next to one of the buses. The bus that they had noticed earlier, that had its rear lights on. They instantly felt a wave of chills and uneasiness come over them. Instead of pushing their luck, they decided it was best to leave and move on. They made them even more convinced that the location is truly haunted.